Yep, yep. Y'all know what it is. Eagles Web Boxing. We got to talk about some important stuff today. Right, all right. Yeah. Yeah, I can't have the eagle drowning me out. I'm back. We back up in here. Back up in the place. Yeah, 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 yeah. Wait for y'all to get in here. Yeah. Hope everybody's doing good. You know, we got a lot of stuff that's going on, and a lot of people, still out here suffering. But we're not gonna really talk about that today. But yes, we have to. Um, if people watch this fight, I think a lot of people might think it's kind of controversial. I don't know. From what I see of it, and then listening to Takum's interview, then I probably got to agree with him. But that's gonna be the topic today. We're gonna talk about a few things, and I'm gonna make sure I don't get myself in trouble. Make sure I don't get myself in trouble. Salute to y'all, sir. Hussein, salute, brother. Make sure I don't get myself in trouble today, y'all, sir. Tell me about the fight, y'all, sir. What do you think? The Takum Joyce. Give me some of your. You're the first one I can see, man. So I need to get some of your. I need to get some input from you. Just let me ramble on or whatever, But yeah, just give me some input, brother. I know I came. I'm always. Yeah, ego always running late, man. Maybe I had to put my show up to 12. Yeah. I heard the opinion of Derek Chisora didn't like it, but we're gonna get into it though. Derek Chisora said it was he had Takum winning. I think it was close. I might have had Takum edging out too, but you wouldn't know that if you listen to the commentary. The commentary was all over Joe Joyce. Oh, they was acting like, oh, Joe Joyce is just so wonderful. No count, no nothing. No, what the hell was the rules there? That no count, no nothing. I don't know, man. It's scary. No count, no nothing. No, we're not even gonna count. And see, I was just starting to like Joe Joyce, and I don't know if it was because of money or whatever. And they noticed that he was slowing down, but we're gonna talk about it, man, because I don't know. He looked like he might have been slowing down. Looked like he might have been slowing his ass down. By the way, I didn't know Adrian Granados was fighting on the zone. Well, yeah, we were supposed to have a good fight this weekend, right? Then end up not having they. I didn't know they canceled the whole card, man. Did they cancel the whole? They canceled the whole card because Wilder didn't couldn't have nobody to fight or what? That's what I need to know. Yeah, we got some fights coming up in August though. We got some good ones coming up in August. So August is gonna be our big kickoff again. So next, August is gonna be the month where we start getting fights that we want. See, that's what I'm saying, brother. You say no. You say no reason whatsoever for them to stop it. You said Takum was up on the rounds, in your opinion, right? And you said not Joyce's fault. I don't know. Well, see, I don't want to get into no controversial type of stuff, but I'm not saying it's his fault, but it might be his likability versus uh, Takum's likability, and also I kind of seen something that I didn't like. That was the worst thing that you don't like is the stoppage. But Derek Chisora said something that made a lot of sense too, though. Takum, for me, okay, let me tell you what Joe Joyce I mean not Joe Joyce, but Chisora. Derek Chisora was saying that to him, he looked like Joyce was getting tired. And we're gonna talk about just some things I saw. Maybe you saw some things too. That's what I'm trying to get your opinion right now. He looked like he might have been getting tired. Takum was cracking him, and Takum he was down low on that body, and everything he said made sense. He didn't sound like he was bewildered at the end of the fight. He said, "Yeah." He said, "From my experience," he said, "I was just trying to absorb, and he said I thought he was getting tired out. I was just trying to absorb. He said I was ducking and blocking most of the shots. I wasn't getting hurt." Yeah, so I know I'm not gonna try to. I'm not blaming Joe Joyce for it, and that's not what I'm not trying to say it like that. But there's other powers, brother, is what I'm trying to throw out. And I don't like to keep saying. I don't like to say that because everybody, oh, the controversy and this. I don't want to put it. I don't want to put it out like that. But we have to be aware, like being like grown folks. We got to be aware of shit, man. And so I don't know what. And so I'm gonna ask Derek too, though. We'll talk about it. We're gonna get into it, but I'll talk to Derek too. So. Like I said, but we don't, as we want to still keep it on the grown folks level, because later on, guess what'll happen? The truth will come out and I have to do a whole nother show about it. That's why we try to cover all the angles. But anyway, salute to Derek Bailey. Yeah, we got to cover all the different angles, brother. That's all I'm saying, brothers and sisters. We got to cover all the angles. Y'all know what it is. Stop acting new to life and stuff, man. It was just another fishy thing. And even though I put that as the topic, we're gonna use that. That's a catalyst to finish and start the rest of the topic. But Derek Bay says salute to Eagles Web. I salute the brother back. But Yasser Hussein right there, he said Frank protecting his investment. He said by default because of the original plan was for Dubois Joyce. Fuck that up. Yeah. Joyce messed that all up. Yep. He did mess that up. I don't like Takum losing fights like that. That's about 2 or 3 that I've seen him lose like that. I don't like him losing like that. He's a good little fight. He's a good fighter, man. I don't like to see him. He's not great. He's not like an A-level fighter, but he could be the A-level fighter if they have no punching power, if they're not hurting them. I don't know. I give him a chance against somebody like Tyson Fury. A lot of people will argue with that. I give him a chance against somebody like Tyson Fury because he's shorter, and he got that little Joe Frazier. He got that ducking thing. That tires a tall fighter out. A tall fighter that likes to throw a whole lot of punches and then he goes to the body. Yeah, that tires him out, man. Yep, just like Valine. A little bit shorter, and I'm saying shorter. Some of these guys they still like 6'4", 6'5". 6'6", whatever. That's taller than me. I mean, shit. So I'm only like 6 something, 6'2". I don't know. On a good day, I might be 5'9" right now. Yeah. Once I get broke down, I'm like, oh, I'm broke. I felt broken down today, brother. I don't feel like I can stand tall. Yeah. But they got this. All this crazy shit coming up. And I didn't even know Anthony Joshua, man, I don't know, might be in trouble, man. Everybody thinking, act like it's going to be, they know it's not going to be a cakewalk, but they're just saying, they thinking knockout and all that, but I don't know, man. His fight is so far off, man. Why do they schedule so far off? He's going to look like crap. I'm telling you that. Usyk is going to look better than him. It's going to take him a while to catch up. He may end up, he might start off losing. I'm just saying. Don't get mad. That's all I'm saying. Don't get mad. Yeah. So this is my question. They killed the whole Wilder card completely, huh? The whole Wilder card, so nobody's fighting. Yeah. Well, and I'm thinking the same way that you're thinking too, Derek Bailey. I'm thinking the same way that you're thinking. is this. I'm thinking the size. I think it's not going to look. It probably won't look as good for AJ at first. And I'm gonna put it to you guys like this: uh, don't underestimate what could possibly happen early in the fight, because I see AJ may even get in trouble early in the fight. He'll have to suck it. He might have to suck it up. Um, I'm just gonna put it to you like this, Derek Bailey. Do you trust? Um, do you? Does anybody in here, ladies and gentlemen, does anybody trust Tyson Fury? It take two to dance, man. I know he's gonna eventually prove. I told everybody he's fake. Man, how do I know people like that, Derek? I've been around, man. I know. I hear the same stories over and over again. I've been around people, man. I'm a people person. I'm around people all day, man. I'm around people that tell me, they'll, oh yeah, we're gonna come back and check you out. They lying. I know when people are lying. Now sometimes people things get past people, like it. Not. I'm not saying slip their mind, but they might. I'll give you credit. You might have other things to do, or you're like, oh man, I keep forgetting, because I do that. I keep forgetting, but after a while, I don't keep forgetting. I just like, okay, I gotta get this shit done. I gotta do it like right there. Like today, there's a lot of stuff I gotta do that's important today. I gotta do it today. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. But I don't know if I asked you. So what's your for to Derek Bay? This anybody, now anybody who's visiting, or anybody that's in the chat. This goes for you too, though. If you're a boxing fan, so the Takum fight. What's your opinion, and what's your assessment on the Takum fight? Should it have been to Derek Bailey and everybody else who haven't answered? Because y'all sir has been talking to me. I talked to him because he was the first mod in here, and me and him been going back and forth. What do you think about the fight? Was it a premature stoppage? Should it have been stopped? Was Takum up? Is that a protection move, or what the hell is that? I don't pay these refs and all that. They get paid from somebody. It come out the purse, don't it? All that stuff come out the purse, right? Referee and all that, right? Or it comes from, if it's a belt, it comes from, to be honest, I really don't know. I know if it's a belt, it comes from I guess the sanctioning body has to pay that. But the promoters and all that, they pay for everything else. Or maybe they do. Yeah, they do have to pay for the ref. Yeah, that's right. That's right. They do have to pay for the ref. That's part of the contract. Come out of the contract. But I just want to know. Okay. Derek didn't watch it yet. Okay. That's all. It's all good, brother. If you didn't watch it, but you're gonna see it, you're gonna be like, as y'all say, I think you're gonna be a little bit up. You're gonna be a little bit disturbed by it. Okay, but you can still participate in the conversation. Now, I don't want this to be a real long chat or nothing like that today. I'm not trying to run away from y'all, but I don't want it to be real long. But this is going to be a participation chat. You guys have to. You have to. I mean, if you're sitting down or whatever, if you're able to reply, you guys have to, because this is maybe it's the wrong day, but this is important. This is an important topic today. And see, I don't want the words to come out of my mouth. No matter what you say, how much you say, it'll be okay. As long as it's coming from you. But I don't want it to seem like it's me, because if I ask the question, I gotta wait for y'all to answer me. You know what I mean? And that's all I'm saying. So if I wait for y'all to answer me, then it's cool, because then they can't. He's doing this. No, I'm not doing that. I'm asking my chat the question. And I know y'all on pins and what the hell? What Eagle talking about? What question is it? And we're gonna stay on top of this topic that we're on right now. This is the topic, the one that we're on right now. And it's about it was about Takum. Is he just not getting? Takum to me is not getting the fair shake. He's not getting fair shakes. Okay, let me see what y'all got, and then I'm gonna ask the question. and y'all gonna be like, okay, nobody talked about it. Okay, because I don't want this to be like a biased chat. Oh, racism and this and that. Blah, blah. I don't want to hear that shit because it's never been like that. I'm not like that. So y'all can forget that. But anyway, I mean, get y'all salutes out. Derek Bailey, he said salute to you, y'all. Sorry, this in case you couldn't. You in the house walking around doing dishes. I know your wife got you doing dishes and stuff and chores. You probably sweeping or mopping or something. But you right back. Okay, you said salute at Derek Bailey. Yeah, AJ Size should get him through. We gonna hopefully no fight in October. I don't know. I ain't in charge of scheduling. You already know. I think if AJ crack Usyk one good time, that should do it. I don't know. I don't think one good crack. AJ's not a one-punch knockout artist. But anyway, yeah, that he might shake him up, but we're going to see. Didn't see Fury say he has a bad elbow now. Yeah. Fury full of shit. Derek said I didn't watch it yet. Okay. But I called Frank to make sure Joyce came out. Okay, yeah. Yeah, Joyce came out. Was it worse than the AJ stoppage? I think to me it was worse because Takum was putting in even more work. To me, Takum was putting in that work. Okay, but here's the question, ladies and gentlemen. When there has been, listen, I don't want to make it too long. When there has been like close fights that we fight about, the participants. Okay, I'll tell you what. Name a fight or fight. Just name a fight. Just put the fighters down. Okay, I want to make sure I word this right. Put the fighters down. I want you to name a fight that has always been controversial. Now, this fight is controversial, but name a fight that has always been controversial, where people will always talk about it and say that they think somebody else won. Just name a fight. Not a fight. When I say name a fight, I mean name some fights. You understand? So name some fights, and you're going to see where I'm going. But I need the participation, y'all. I need y'all at least 2 fights, 2 or 3 fights. 2 or 3 fights that you felt, and it's not because of you said, not because you said it's controversial, but because that's just the way it is. Is the commentators will still call it they'll call it, a close fight or could have went either way or something like that. So I just want y'all to just put a fight down. Hagler and Leonard. Okay, that's a good example. That's not the example I want that I'm gonna lean on, but that's a good one too, though. That's a good one. And I'm gonna give you that. Actually, that is a good one because I'm gonna give you a couple of themes. Once you see, because Derek Bailey, he put up Hagler versus Leonard. Okay, so that's a good one because I'm gonna give you there's gonna be a couple of scenarios on there. Pacquiao Marquez. There we go. And that's so right now that the ones he has down now are classic fights that are, and I'm gonna tell you exactly. Whew, that's a good one. That's good ones, Derek. But I need to. So that's one side of the story. I need you to get to the other side. You or somebody can get to the other side of the story. Give De La Hoya and Sweet Pea. There we go. He's still on one side. But that fight that you just brought up right now, that's give us 2 sides. That give us 2 sides. Now we got the 2 sides. What I want to bring up. And don't get mad at me and try to say that I said something or nothing like that. No. Matter of fact, De La Hoya's been in more than one of them, right? But go ahead. That's a good one. I need somebody else. But so if Derek is the only one going to participate, so Derek, you had to go into your brain, man. I need 3 more from you then. Don't worry, I'll wait, brother. I'll ramble on, but I'll wait. Yeah, Derek Bay said they obviously want Takum to look good, but not at the expense of their favorite fighter. Yeah, that's what it is. Takum said, "Oh shit." Takum cannot afford to. He can't afford to have any lulls in his fight. Like he can't look like he's in trouble, or nothing. He just cannot look like he's in trouble. Takum can't look like he's in trouble. I don't think it's a hate for him though. I'm just saying. I don't think it's a hate for Takum. I like Takum, to be honest. I like him. He's basic, kind of basic, but I like him. Ain't nothing wrong with him. He's likable. He's a likable dude, man. He's a likable brother, man. I ain't gonna take nothing. I don't take stuff away from people when they likable like that. Joyce, I don't know. I just started like I don't know. Y'all sir got. I don't know how y'all sir took that. I said I just started liking Joyce a little bit. Okay, Ollie Norton. That's a good one. That's a classic. I'm trying to get you to go somewhere else too, though, with it. Okay, I'm gonna name a fighter, and they go, you're fishing or you're adding or whatever. I don't give a shit what if you visit in my chat. I don't care what you say. I'm asking the question, and that's all. That's all it is. It is what it is. I'm not gonna come up with the answer, but I'm gonna give another fighter just to see where Derek is because Derek is the one participating. What about Canelo? What about Canelo? Okay, so that's what about Canelo? Has Canelo had any fights that was controversial? What about, as a matter of fact, Jamal Charlo, Canelo? Okay, you brought up a good one, Sweet Pea. What about Mayweather? Has Mayweather had any controversial fights? Mayweather, any controversial fights for Mayweather? And then you're gonna see. There you go. You put that down there. Canelo versus Lara. What else? Has Canelo been in more than one? Woo! I'm not trying to feed in anything, but I'm just trying, because sometimes people don't think, ladies and gentlemen, they don't have the, like, they might be doing something else and they just can't think everything. Yeah, that's right, I'm putting on lotion. There we go. Now he's starting to add to the pot, which I like. He said Floyd versus Castillo. So now he's adding to the pot. That's all what I want to see. That's what I wanted to see. He's adding to the pot. Right? And that's what we need to see. Because I don't want nobody going into this whole boxing thing. I don't want anybody going into it stupid or not ever thinking like shit. And one of the most classic examples is for a fighter with close calls or shit that people still talking about is Canelo. Canelo, the people still talking about it. But now they done elevated him to the best of all times or whatever, the greatest, and pound for pound and all that. Okay. I'm gonna tell you what, if you're pound for pound, first of all, you shouldn't be in this conversation of controversial fights. Okay, you could be in the conversation. I'll put it this way. I'm gonna give you a little bit of credit. Matter of fact, I'm gonna give you a little bit of rope and everything. You can pull against me, tug of war, whatever. I'm gonna give you a lot. But this is what I'm gonna say. Is that if you're in 3, 2, 3, 4 controversial fights, then I can't be down with you like that. It's like, nah, you in too many controversial fights. I said, you in too many controversial fights. You in a lot of controversial fights, son. I don't know about that because you're in too many of them. You shouldn't be in too many of them, right? You shouldn't be in too many of them. You can be in 1 or 2. You can be in them, but not even really 2 to be the greatest. You're one of the greatest, but you're in 2. And y'all wondering what it is. I'll break it down though. Okay, matter of fact, you brought up Sweet Pea. There you go. That's a 4th one. There you go. You brought up Sweet Pea. So has Sweet Pea been in more than 1? There we go. De La Hoya. But Okay, so let me see. Derek Bailey, he's doing good on this trivia. He'll be good on trivia. Okay, so because I'm asking him, I'm not feeding him anything. So it's something that he has to think about. So when it comes to Sweet Pea, is there any more that Sweet Pea was involved in? What about Julio Cesar Chavez? Was he in any? Salute to my brother Sir Flame up in there. We're gonna read it out, but we just talking about um, controversial fights that still come back and haunt us to this day. That we still talk about it. There's no that people can't come up with a conclusion to it. I mean, we can't do anything because I talked about it before. We talked about this before. There's nothing we can do. I did that on a quick show. I said I did that on an update. I said no, it's nothing we can do about these decisions. But as being fans, this shit still gets to us. It's like so? The question is, how many controversial fights can you remember? Just go back to like, you don't have to go way back, but to go back to like the maybe 2000, 80s. You already brought up the Ken Norton, Ali, and all that, but how many controversial fights? Because what I want you to do is we need to see the characters. That's what I want to see. I want to see the characters. What kind of characters, y'all, sir, in these controversial fights? So I gave you Chavez, gave you Sweet Pea. Sweet Pea been in some controversial fights. What about Meldrick Taylor? Has he ever been in any controversial fights? Right? But since Derek Bailey's the only one to put the list out there, we'll go with what Derek Bailey says, and then I'll get into it. So we can see. Yeah. Hagler versus Leonard. Yeah, a lot of people still talk about that. I had to go back and watch it again. I still give Leonard the nod. I give Leonard the nod on that. Pacquiao versus Marquez. That's always going to stay up in the air. But in this one, the Pacquiao versus Marquez, what do you have? What's common in Pacquiao versus Marquez? You have a superstar status fighter, and you got a Mexican fighter that's superstar with the Mexicans, right? Two of them. Here you go again. De La Hoya versus Sweet Pea. You got a superstar Mexican fighter versus a so-called Native American. Okay, now can't call him native. I know he's probably native, but I'm gonna call him. I don't know what to call. I don't know. Brown skin from the nation. Probably in the Bible, I'm gonna put him as an Israelite. So in the Bible, Israelite. So if you don't like me calling him an Israelite, too bad. I'm gonna call him an Israelite because people like to have some type of race. And right below that, Derek Bailey said, "Yep, Ali versus Norton." So then you gotta have a popular guy versus a superstar. See. So one reason we get these things is because what? You got a superstar. Derek Bailey again, Canelo versus Lara. Because why? Why are we gonna keep talking about that? That's still fresh in people's mind. That was a long time ago. We still freshly talk about it. You didn't even beat Lara. Shut your ass up. A superstar that everybody done boosted up to a superstar versus another brown skinned man. Floyd versus Castillo. He wasn't a superstar, but now we switch it. You got a brown skinned man versus another brown skinned man, a native guy, Castillo. So probably two natives. One, but because of one's darker, and like I said, I'm just putting out a description because that was before Floyd was known. Here we go again. Canelo versus. So you got a Mexican fighter versus another darker brown skinned fighter, and it's close. Then now you have Canelo superstar status. Now he's superstar status versus Kovalev, and Kovalev just sitting down like he don't want to do nothing. It's like, there you go. And the most controversial one of the most controversial ones is De La Hoya versus Strum. Just like Derek Bailey put down there. Because they even mentioned that when he was fighting Floyd Mayweather. They was talking about this fight. There, a lot of people said that he probably shouldn't have won that fight. Mayweather beat him up a lot worse than, if you go back and look at the fight, De La Hoya was just throwing wide shots. He was missing Mayweather, and you could tell he was at the end of his career when he fought Mayweather. I went back and looked at it again because I like to go over fights and stuff. And Mayweather hurt him like about 2 or 3 times in that fight. I think second round or something like that. Mayweather could have had him out of there, but he wasn't interested in that. But every time De La Hoya turned it up, Mayweather just turned it up again, like making him run into stuff. It shouldn't have been as close as it was, or maybe close. I would say at least three rounds. I think Mayweather should have had at least 3 round win.